Hello there. In this week's High Performance Habit, we're shifting our focus to making the most of our studying behaviors. Your studying will be more effective if you know what you're aiming for. What do you need to know for the exam? What concepts or what types of information will be tested on the exams? So how are you going to figure this out? Does your course provide a study guide? Does your prof give exam details in class? You need to be paying attention to these guides in order to better focus your studying efforts. And typically your exams will be testing your mastery of more than just the definitions of concepts. So you'll want to be studying more than just definitions. You'll want to also be focusing on understanding and applying theories, be able to explain research results, and be able to apply theories and concepts to various real-world problems. An effective way to prepare for your exams involves creating study notes. As you're reading the assigned textbook chapters and the lecture notes, you'll want to be creating study notes. But not all study notes will be effective. The key to making effective study notes is that you need to create study notes in your own words. As you're reading and making sense of the material, you have to be making notes capturing your thought process, tracking the thought process that led you to mastering that particular idea. When you come back to review your study notes, this will now remind you of that thought process. Taking notes in your own words is a very active process where you are making meaning. The idea is now coming from you. More importantly, when you can express the essence of an idea in your own words, it means that you won't be hung up on needing to see specific wording in order to recognize or understand the concept. I've had conversations with many students who had struggled on an exam. They could define concepts, but they were really only parroting back the wording from the text or lectures. They couldn't really describe the theory or concept in their own words coming from them. Thus, they didn't really know the idea. And so when an exam question tested their mastery of the idea, they weren't able to demonstrate that they really knew the concept. If you've mastered the idea, then you'll be able to discuss and explain that concept with different words and different examples. And this means you should then be ready for any potential exam question. This is a high performance habit. You can do this.